Hello and welcome again to V Media, where we hook you up with trending Ninja news. You don't want to miss today's gist, trust me. But before I talk your head off with the state of play on the 2023 elections, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our daily mene. You know now. Like our videos, comment on our videos, and share our videos. Now waiting to give us joy be that. Let's go. Obasanjo's presence at Wike Obi's London talks rattles Tinubu's camp. Loyalists of the presidential candidate of All Progressives Congress APC, Bola Tinubu, yesterday expressed displeasure over the presence of former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo at the London meeting Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State and his allies had with presidential candidate of Labour Party LP, Mr. Peter Obi, despite being reportedly committed to their cause. In a related development, the Obi Dati media office yesterday dismissed as jaundiced remarks made by Mr. Dele Alake, a spokesman of the APC presidential candidate, to the effect that Peter Obi had nothing to show for his 8 years as governor of Anambra State. This came on a day Governor Wike said he will disclose his preferred presidential candidate ahead of the 2023 elections soon. It will be recalled that Governor Wike and his allies met with Obasanjo and Obi on the need to form an alliance ahead of the 2023 general elections. Similarly, Tinubu and some of his allies had met with the former president at his Ota residence to seek Obasanjo's blessing and support last week. However, Obasanjo denied reports that he endorsed Tinubu during the visit of the APC presidential candidates. A special assistant on media, Kainde Akinyemi, refuted statements from supporters of Tinubu, clarifying that the discussion during the visit was more brotherly than political. Chief Obasanjo's aide further said the former president had neither agreed nor disapproved of Tinubu's request. A source familiar with the London meetings told Vanguard that the Tinubu camp is not happy that Obasanjo was at the parley Wike had with Obi in London. It was further gathered that Obasanjo's presence at the meeting was at the instance of Obi. The source said, first, it was the Wike camp that leaked the London meeting with Obasanjo and Obi, and secondly, it was because of Peter Obi that Obasanjo was present at the meeting with the Wike camp. The Wike camp did not want the story leaked by someone else, and that informed their decision to leak the story and picture that they met with Obasanjo and Obi. Obasanjo was at the London meeting at the instance of Obi. The Wike camp wanted to meet Peter Obi, but Obi requested that Obasanjo should be present before the meeting could hold. The Tinubu people were not happy that Baba was there because they felt Baba had committed himself when they met with him in Ota. They felt Baba was already committed to them, and so when he met with Wike alongside Obi, the Tinubu camp was not happy that he was part of the London meeting with Wike and Obi. Reacting to Halake's comments that Obi, the LP presidential candidate, cannot name any legacy projects of his years of governing Anambra State and therefore cannot be compared to his APC counterpart, the Obi Dati media office berated him for the remarks. It said, Alake is certainly among those Lagosians who believe Nigeria begins and ends in Lagos and may not have crossed the river Niger in his lifetime. He might not have been to Anambra and had been too biased to read up the LP candidates' records in the public domain. Suffice it to say that Obi's records won him numerous awards, including Governor of the Decade, while Alake's paymaster ruled Lagos State. Alake also claimed that Obi's business is anchored on imports that destroy the economy and that he was not around when his principals struggled for democracy. Again, the attack dog is either mischievous or ignorant about Obi being the only chief executive of his era with the most investment of state funds that not only boosted the economy but also provided jobs, not to talk of Obi's education policy that has taken Anambra State from number 29th to 1st in the School Certificate Performance Index. If Alake is current, he should not have celebrated Asiwaju's role in the democracy struggle because it has been diminished since it was revealed that he lobbied to be made a minister in late Sani Abacha's government and only joined Nadeco after he was rejected by the junta. However, Alake gave one fact that the media office agrees with. Indeed, Hobi cannot be compared to Alake's candidates. Yes, they are not comparable. Hobi is highly verifiable, but Halake's man is not. Hobi has an origin, Halake's has none. Hobi has educational credentials, his counterparts has affidavits. Hobi is hale and hearty and ready to face the challenge of leading Nigeria. The other candidates act by proxy. Alake's man says it is his turn to rule Nigeria. Hobi says it is the turn of Nigerians to take back their country. Indeed, there is no basis for comparison between the two. We are in sympathy with these attack dogs who need to keep attacking the man they claim has no structure and is just a social media wave instead of selling their structured candidate. All they seek is to mention Obi to be able to trend. The Obi Dati talk team is in the market with their content, which is resonating with Nigerians. Let Alakes enter the stage and sell himself. Never again will anybody become Nigeria's president through fake and unsubstantiated packaging. That's a wrap, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's gist. I'll be back again. Bye.